Hello, in this video I want to show my application that I recently released. It is in working state, so you can just follow the link and give it a go. In this video I'll just show the idea, how to use it, and describe the roadmap that I have in my mind so far. But also in the second part of the video I'll just show some code samples, some interesting parts of it. So the idea I got is to have a collection of quotes, like one or two sentences long, that I'll use AI to generate audio samples from that. And then you can listen to that as a reference and try record yourself and work on improving your pronunciation and probably like removing or reducing the accent, etc. But also I tried to use AI assessment. So there is a service from Azure, which is Azure AI, and they have an option to assess your pronunciation. So that's basically the MVP. And if this is how the front page looks like. And then when you go into, you'll have an interface like this. So first you have a quote from a book, and you can listen to that.
We are all fools in love. Pride will not hold a man warm in the cold of the night, nor will vanity keep him fed.
So yeah, and then the idea that you practice on your own, you listen, and then you record yourself, and after that you can analyze with AI. So let me try recording that and see what results I'll have. We are all fools in love. Pride will not hold a man warm in the cold of the night, nor will vanity keep him fed. Right? So after that, you can play it back. We are all fools in love. Pride will not hold a man warm in the cold of the night, nor will vanity keep him fed. And once you're happy with the result, you can run the AI analyze. And here we have some scores. Actually, this service returns more, so there's like a word-by-word scoring. So potentially I can show more information here about different words, etc. The problem that I have right now with this is that the scores are pretty high, and I was thinking about this tool as, like more strict estimation or evaluation of your pronunciation. And even if I will remove all my effort to correctly pronounce words and completely show my Russian accent, I'll still have a pretty decent high results. So I can try to demonstrate you if that will work. Sorry in advance, but yeah, let's try recording that. We are all fools in love. Pride will not hold a man warm in the cold of the night, or nor will vanity keep him fed. So yeah, that was pretty awful, I think. If I analyze that, I still think I'll get pretty high scores, right? So now fluency is down, the accuracy score is pretty high as well. But really, for a sample like that, I just want this number to be, I don't know, around 70, 75, or maybe even less. In that case, that would be really great. But as I said, it's just MVP, so that was the first service I tried. Maybe there are better models or better services available to assess the pronunciation. And yeah, maybe I'll improve that in the future. So regarding the plans, right now it's rather simple app. So I created a couple of quotes in the database, and then generated audio samples for them. But later I just want to open a possibility to enter your own text and practice on whatever text you want. It will just generate the audio sample on the fly. And obviously I want to introduce the concept of personal account, where you have your own sentences where you have the statistics about your attempts, maybe some graphs like how you improve, like daily streaks, etc. But first of all, I just want to make sure that someone will use it and see how it goes. So I have planned launch on Product Hunt for tomorrow, I believe. So I'll share the link as well. If you can support it there, that would be really great. And yeah, obviously for the mobile users, it would be cool to have a version of that as a mobile application. So, and I wanted to try building something and actually releasing the application. I never done it myself, never released an app in the stores. So that would be a nice experience, I think. Current idea is to use React Native and Expo as the most like easy option to build both apps, I think, right now. But yeah, that's still plans. Let's move into the code and I'll show you a couple interesting bits. It's pretty basic, to be honest. Like the backend is enclosure, the front end is a bit of HTMX, but not much. And I just used Alpine.js to manage some state on the client. Really, at some point, I'll just switch to React probably and just build a front-end application in React. So yeah, what we have, let's see. Basically, the entire HTML is defined in this index CLJ file. There's like a layout with stuff included, like some scripts, and then I have some components in Hiccup right here, but it's nothing happening here really. Everything is happening in the front end, so I had to learn how you work with audio in JavaScript, and I never done that before, to be honest. I just used a library called Holler.js. Let me show you the CDN link for that. It should be somewhere here. Yeah, this one. And it worked pretty well in terms of playing the audio, and then for the recording, I just used like a built-in media recorder API. I believe it's called something like that. So in the resources, I have some JavaScript right here, and I'm basically using the Alpine data a lot to for state tracking, basically. I'm not using React, but as I said, I'm probably switch to that as the application grows. So here, example of recording. As you can see, I'm using this media device, get audio. It will basically request user permissions to allow microphone access. And then you start your recording. On stop, you're just creating an audio blob. And this sound thing, which is from this Holler library. And then you can call sound play, and it will be, you will hear it in your browser. So that's like a bunch of Alpine.js for both playing the original sample and for recording and playing back your own version of that. Once you have the recording in browser, I'm just using I think the same. Yeah, I'm using the same Alpine thing to like to call this analyze recording thing, function, and then sending my audio as the multi-part upload into the backend with just like a fetch, and then in the response I'll get some JSON object that will represent scores, and if they are available, I just show them on the client. And if I go to scores, you'll see I'm just using I'm just using Alpine a lot here. I'm using this X text, and if this is available, it will be shown. But also I learned some stuff about Alpine. For example, you can use this template thing, and you can kind of have conditions, what you show, what you not, and if those values are true, you'll have this button. In opposite case, you won't have them. So yeah, that worked pretty well, and I was able to use almost like entirely HTML to define all the states of the application. Also in the backend, probably the most interesting bit is this AI namespace. I have a whole video on the channel about using the Azure Speech AI services. It's basically the same code, just moved into this repo, and 2 bits here. First one is to create the speech, so like text-to-speech converter, and this is all code you need. But yeah, I also used this snippet to generate some data, as I said. So I have this data JSON file, which is a collection of text quotes. Basically, it was just generated from ChatGPT for me. And then I just iterated over this file, mapped it, and called this synthesized speech, which is resulting into creating a audio file for me right here, as you can see with these IDs. And result is stored in data.edn, which is somewhere here. Yeah, data.edn. It's not formatted, but basically I'm just having now this audio, and it is linked to my static assets. I'm not using database for now, as I said, but yeah, obviously the next step is to add database and store these entries into the database. But for now, it's just like static data from the file. So yeah, that's the first one, to generate samples. And I can probably use the same code later when I add this feature to allow user to generate own data, own audio samples. The second thing is this assess pronunciation, which is using the other API from the Azure SDK. Basically, I'm using this where it's like the speech recognizer, recognize once, and then you reference the future. After that, you have the assessment results, which I convert into a JSON representation. And as you can see here, I commented out it for now, but you can get the JSON result, which will have more information, not just these predefined scores, but as I said, it will potentially show you your word-by-word analysis. It could be interesting to show in the UI as well. But for now, it's as simple as this. And yeah, the rest is like Tailwind CSS for styling. I just used a bunch of components available in the internet for free, like these buttons. I just copy-pasted it from some website providing buttons, and this stuff is basically, this is from HyperUI, free Tailwind templates, this button as well from some free collection of buttons in pure Tailwind, etc. So I think that looks pretty decent, to be honest, for the amount of time I spent on that. I just probably like created this application in 3 evenings or something like that. So yeah, that's it. A link is in the description. Give it a try. If you encounter any problems or issues, let me know. I'll try to fix them. If you think about what will be the next good step, what could be improved or added, let me know as well. I'll try to post updates here or on Twitter, so please follow. And yeah, let's see where it goes to. See you next video. Bye bye.